Hello, and welcome to Why Should You Play Smite? So why should you play Smite?
Agni.
Well, before I answer that, let me just tell you, what is Smite? Well, Smite is a MOBA game, and by that, it's a sort of tower defense sort of game, where you've got to get through their base defenses and into their base and kill their Minotaur. To do this, you have a series of minions that will just constantly respawn. But who are you? You are a god. In this case, I'm Agni, the Roman god, I believe. At least I believe he's Roman. Don't hold me to that, but let's just assume that he's Roman. So we've got Agni, the fire god of Rome, possibly. And as you can see here, I had some abilities that I had to level up. In this case, I leveled up the Firefoot one. Looks like his feet are on fire, because they probably are. Anyway, what the main point of the game is, really, is to kill the other players. Obviously, that's not how you win, but in some ways, it is how you win. So, here you can see, I have my minions, which are some little Roman warriors. And with these Roman warriors, I can use them to damage their Roman warriors, and to damage them. So you can see, I'm Agni, my teammate is Thor, and we're against Exbolonke and Vamana. Now, there are many different gods to choose from, as you saw at the very start of the game. I'm playing as Agni here. He's on a free-to-play rotation. I haven't bought him. You can buy gods with either in-game currency, or you can just simply buy them with normal money if you want. In-game currency or money. Choice is up to you. But what can you do with your god? Well, each god has a series of abilities. Very similar to League of Legends and Dota. You have 3 abilities plus a 4th ability, which is called the ultimate. Now you see here I have leveled up the Flaming Foot and the number 2, which throws fire, so fire flamethrower-ish thing. Now I've just leveled up to level 3, which means I can get another ability. So I have got Noxious Fumes, I remember the name of that one, which is my first ability. Each character has 3 abilities, all of which are unique to that character. Some do damage, some stun, some do both. Some give you a buff, some detract from them. In this case I have the first one, which is Noxious Fumes, which will stun an enemy if they're caught into it. And my number 2 and number 3 both do a fair amount of damage. Each character also has a passive. Now Agni's passive involves damage over time, so your basic attack, which is just done by clicking, doesn't do that much damage. But if Agni hits 4 of their basic hits, then he gets a buff, and his next ability will do some extra damage over time. Each god has a unique ability. For example, Thor's unique ability is he gains some extra physical power, depending on how many other gods are around him. So that means he's quite useful in a group fight. Very useful in a group fight. Now, you see I'm laning with Thor, and I'm currently 1-1, 1 kill, 1 death, and he's at 0-2. So not a great start for either of us, but 1-1's a fair amount better than 0-2. But it's not about that, it's about team game, it's about pulling your weight. Smite is completely free to play. There are no fees in the game if you don't want them. All the gods can be bought with money, and I've just died. All the gods, Spite got an assist, I got an assist, so it's not all bad. All the gods can be bought with normal money. It takes a fair amount to be fair, to actually get the money, but it's very doable. I've almost unlocked all of them, but I have been playing a lot, and I've been playing since July 24th. I remember the date because July 25th is my birthday. But enough about that, more about the game. So the main thing you need to do is get your minions with you at all times, and you need to push them back and destroy their towers. So they're actually pushing us at the moment because me and Thor are kind of letting the team down. But if you look on the mini-map at the top right hand side of the screen, you will see that the right lane are faring a lot better. And then in the middle lane, which is a one-on-one in this case, it's Anubis versus Loki. Why Loki's in the middle lane, I do not know. But as I recall, he actually did quite well in this game. So, you know, hats off to him. It's very, very skill based. It's not any luck in it really so much. Obviously there are a couple of times where you might get lucky and might escape with a few health, but most of the time it's very, very fair, and there are no complaints here. Thor went too far forward and he might get away, but no, I don't think he's going to. No, he can get away. But of course now I'm in danger, so I've got to get away, quickly get away, because you do not want to die in this game like that. Every time you die, you give them a distinct advantage, of course, but it also means that you're giving them extra money and extra experience. Now, money is used to buy items in the in-store. In-store? Yeah, in the in-store. In the store. So, used to buy money... No, used to buy items in the store. And with those items, they all do different things. So, for example, I've currently got Boots of the Magi. And there are 3 stages of each item. I've got that maxed out, which increases my speed, gives me extra power, and it also gives me a mana buff. Well, it doesn't give me a buff, it gives me more mana. And with that mana, and I got killed, but I died. Fair. So I got more money. You can see I've got my ultimate now. The reason the game is going quite quick is because it actually lasted 50 minutes. And 50 minutes is a long video, as I don't want to do that. But you can see here now, we're quite far in the game, 20 minutes in, and using my ultimate. We've got Anubis, who is quite weak, and I managed to kill straight away. We went for the double. I don't think we quite managed it. You see, that's Agni, the spider, who's like really annoying. She can suck your face off, and she gets extra health by sucking your face. But she's quite weak if you can do a lot of damage, but she's good at lifesteal. So there are loads of different characters, loads of different tactics. There are about 25-ish characters. All very unique, all very good, all very different. They're all real gods. So you've got Agni, who's a real god. You've got Zeus, who's a real god. Hades, they're all real gods from mythology, which is a really nice touch, and it's something that you don't get in other similar games. It's a lot more skill based when it comes to skill shotting than, say, League of Legends or Dota, plainly because you've got to aim your abilities. You can't just click. It's not about click, click, click. It's about click when. When do I click? Do I click now or do I wait? You've got to click at the right time. I actually got a kill there because the Xbalanque was being too greedy, was trying to chase me down, and was a bit of a fag. But you can see there, Vamana 1507. Which is absolutely incredible. Never really played a better Vamana, so hats off to Vamana for this game. We aren't doing terribly well, it's fair to say. I had to... Yeah, that happens a lot. Anubis, very, very powerful, but not that good when it comes to actually taking damage, as you saw there. Loki's a similar character. Yeah, I just called Thor an embarrassment because he's pretty pants. He was pretty pants in this game. Might not be pants all the time, but he was pretty pants in this game. Was I much better? I was a little bit better, but I was actually doing a commentary at the same time, which, believe it or not, didn't come out. So I wasted 55 minutes of talking to myself. But anything for you guys, including trying to record 4 previous matches, all of which didn't come out properly due to various reasons. Which I got very annoyed, and in fact I left it, and this is done the day after. And I get an assist because Thor stole the kill, but it's not about that, it's about winning. So, I'm level 15, but now Vermaman is maxed out at level 20, which is very, very good indeed. Kind of been fed, he's got a lot of kills, but me and Ymir here can pick up. Can we pick up? Oh, she's trying to get away. Oh no, I don't think, no, I think too greedy. Tried too much. I might get away. Will I get away? Yes, I got away. Oh, we even picked up the kill. Good job. Good job. That was all me. It wasn't. Ymir. Very good Ymir. And I do manage to pick up the kill there. And we've got Zeus using his ultimate. I'm not sure if it's a great decision. There's a lot of people there. And Anubis activates his ultimate ability, but I managed to dodge most of it. Turn around, I put my ultimate left, and I pick up a last minute kill. I'm not sure. I think we're going to have to back off because that's their phoenixes right there. Their phoenix is very powerful. You do not want to get hit by them if you can help it because they do a lot of damage. But the Ymir has been ganked from behind by Agni, and I pick up the kill. Very happy with it. Why should you play Smite? Why should you get Smite? Well, it's absolutely free for a start, so if you install it and don't like it, you haven't lost any money. There's no commitment. And, you know, maybe you just want to change it. It's so nice to stop playing Call of Duty and, yeah, I imagine I've said some other good examples. But yeah, if it's just a way to change it, especially for Call of Duty in general, really. Just a bit bored with them, so maybe you want to give it a go. If you play League of Legends, then obviously you're going to have a big head start because it's a very, very steep learning curve. And I did pick up by this is glare again. It's a very steep learning curve, so you're going to want to get a lot of practice in before you can actually play with the big boys. Now you see Arachne's got the fire giant buff here, but we still managed to take her down. Speaking of the buffs, there are various buff camps. If you look at the top right minimap, you will see there are a few different gold symbols. There is an orange symbol and there is a blue potion bottle. Those are all buff camps and they will give you a buff if you kill them. So you've got a mana buff, because if you're playing as a physical attack, then you don't have much mana because you're not very magical. So although you've got magical abilities, they require mana and you won't have that much, so it's up to you to either not use them that much, get the buff camps, or buy items that cost mana, and that will do you quite nicely. You can see here we're trying to gank the Ymir. Ymir is a tank, takes a lot of damage, has some freeze, but I managed to finish him off very nicely indeed, and I hit max level. Now, as we've got a few kills, we can try and assault their base, so we're trying to take out their Phoenix. The Anubis has got the fire giant, so we've got to be very careful. Activate active ability. That's called anal beads. No, it's not actually called that. It's called purification beads, and they mean that crowd control, which so like Anubis' grab, and someone like Arachne's grapple. Is that what you know? So she shoots a web at you like that, and then that web will suck towards you, and Xbolonke got too close, got killed. I might be able to get away here, use my sprint thingy, fire walk on fire boots, but fire boots weren't good enough and I get killed by some hands. Not quite sure why those hands did that much damage, but let's just go. Anyway, picks up yet another kill, even gets a double kill, got the attack buff, so that's going to do me very nicely, but we could even get the triple here. Ymir is hanging on, but between them we managed to get him. But he's going to have to get away quick because Ymir has just popped around the corner. Now this is the fire giant that I was talking about earlier, and I seem to have activated ability, and now I'm stuck, and now Anubis is about to finish me off, which is ridiculous. So I flame walked, and Baholi, so that's right, Baholi is the Thor who was awful today and tries to surrender about 5 times. So if you ever play with him, make sure you give him some stick from me or from you. You can make something up. I'm sure most of you are imaginative people, but that's that anyway. Now it's all started to go wrong. I've been killed. Everyone on our team's slowly dying, and Ymir's trying to fend them off. Can't do much, unfortunately, to help. Loki does pick up a kill, but unfortunately Ymir is out of there. And now the Minotaur's being attacked by 4 different people, and there's no way we can win. Thank you for checking out Why Should You Play Smite. The link for the game is in the description below. Hope you've enjoyed this game, even though we lost, and even though I didn't play particularly well. But I did have an excuse, but you didn't get to see the commentary, so I don't really have an excuse.